Hi, today we're going to be talking about how different ways scammers could be trying to attack our senior citizens. The two major ways they do it is through smishing and phishing. They're very similar, but one of the biggest differences on them is a way that they target the customer. So we'll start off with smishing. Smishing comes through text message to the user's phone, and they may look like they're from your bank or from a business or some sort of member services or even a family member. Um, they're dangerous because they can install dangerous malware on your phone if they click the link that is involved in the text message. They can bring, if they do click on the link, it could bring them to a website where they will ask for personal information or bank information, which people might put in um, because they make the message seem urgent and they make it seem very important that they do click the link and enter the information, or they might lose money or access to something. For example, there could be one where they would get a text message that says, "Urgent alert. There has been unusual activity detected on your credit card or debit card. Your account is now locked. Click this link immediately to verify your identity and the transaction." So that there, it shows urgency, it shows importance, it has financial stress attached to it. So it might make somebody panic, make a rash decision, click the link, download the malware on accident, or enter information that they think is actually needed or necessary from the institution. And that is one of the easy ways for an attacker to get information, right? A lot of senior citizens rely on text messages from their doctors or Medicare, so they might think that it is something normal that they're asking for personal information or banking information. Um, the other way is phishing. So as smishing came through text message, phishing comes through email, right? So these are fake emails sent to the customers or users, right? And they, the same way as the smishing text messages, these emails look like that they're from some sort of medical or banking organization, social security, some type of company, or even again a family member or close personal friend, right? Things to look for in these emails that might help, and so people can be aware, is there might be misspelling or capitalization that shouldn't be there. The address that the email came from might be something very odd and not really related to the company or brand that they're claim they're associated with. Um, there will be an attachment maybe on it or some sort of link that they would expect somebody to click on or download, that way put in the malware onto their device, their computer, their tablet, whatsoever, and that there can help them gain access to your information. Um, or it could even have a link to a site request information, banking information, medical information, and where in that case they can get access to um, your accounts, right? So, for an example, you might get an email with the subject line that says, "Update requires immediate password reset." And the body of the email will say, "We're updating the operating system and security software on all computers. Tonight, please, we require that our employees reset their passwords before this happens. Failure to do so will result in loss of access. Use to provide a link to reset your credentials." And so you could be eligible for the new updates. Do not reach out to IT, for these overnight updates are automated. So it'll make it seem urgent as well, and it'll make it seem very important. And they'll say, "Oh, don't reach out to anybody, just click this link here, enter your information that we're asking for." And people might think that it's normal, right? Because it could look like it's coming from your company or your organization, or your doctor, anything like that. So it is important that we are looking out for phishing and smishing attempts to protect ourselves. The reason senior citizens are targeted is because they rely on email and text to be able to get their information. Um, and they have usually large retirement accounts that the attackers could be targeting. And a lot of senior citizens are a little bit isolated. They might be living by themselves and they don't really have anybody who could help them with text messages or emails or answer their questions. So they will just click the link, enter what they think they need to enter, and the attack starts from there, right? So let's just be more vigilant, let's be aware, and that's the best way we can protect ourselves. Make sure we know where our text messages are coming from, where our emails are coming from. Verify the sender phone number or email address, the company, and just make sure we're not just handing out our personal information, our banking information for anybody who asks for it. Usually, banks or companies will not ask for those things since they already have it. If they are asking for it, it's when you're in person at the doctor's office or at the bank or anything like that. They will not usually be asking for that information over the internet, over your phone, over the text message. So just keep that in mind and keep yourself safe. Thank you.